Hello mga kasubs and welcome to the Sarsicles TV. My name is Mark. Tonight we will be listening and reacting to Belle Mariano and the song Somber and Solemn.
I like it, I love it, I want some more.
Recommended by Teresa Mendoza. Maraming salamat for this recommendation. Also, thank you to all our viewers for your interaction and support. If you're not yet subscribed, please click on the subscribe button for me. To our dear members and sponsors for your extra loving, maraming salamat. And finally, do check out Posh and Warm. Another channel we have that features our adorable fur babies, Posh and Helio. And without any further delays, let's give this song a go in 3, 2, 1.
Look up at the starlit ocean. See how it shines for you from underneath the sky. Sink into the deepest waters. See how we fall, sometimes like blessings in disguise. Tell me, does it feel somber when you've just been wandering blind? I've been finding my way out, but all this time I'm lost in the ocean, but just hold on tight. Dive into this moment where it feels right. I know you've been holding your breath when the tides come to rise. But under the waves is the quiet that I've tried to find. Now that I'm here, it feels nice. Listen to the waves of the ocean. Hear how they sing for you. It plays a lullaby. Sink into the calmest of waters. Gaze at the different view. See how it's not so bad to rest under the moonlight. Tell me, does it feel solid when you learn to see all the things you've been missing? Then maybe this is the way to where you should be. I'm lost in the ocean, but just hold on tight. Dive into this moment where it feels alright. I know you've been holding your breath when the tides come to rise. Under the waves is the quiet that I've tried to find. Now that I'm here, it feels nice.
That is the end of the song. The the chords used for the song is quite interesting because if we just refer to the bass chords that were used, I'd say it was considering I'm considering standard tuning. It would have been like GFC, dun dun dun, yeah, so something like that. But the actual shape I'm not sure what was used, but bass wise, it was like somewhat like GFC or that kind of pattern. Anyway, the guitar, I like the sound. It's full bodied and it matched the crispness of Belle's voice. Uh, Solemn and Somber. So when I think about the title of the lyrics, two things come to mind. I'd like to associate the title with Belle's voice as well as the setting of the video, where it's a very nice setting actually. You know, the beach vibe. Kind of wish that it was as the weather now is as sunny as that in the video. You know, it looks like the sun is really up, but it doesn't feel warm. Or that just it feels warm, but it doesn't feel hot. You know, it's just the right, the right temperature. So I'd say solemn. You know, we're starting with the word solemn. You know, it's easy to associate that with Belle's voice because very pure, very you know, not it's not necessarily like uber formal, but it it feels very the song feels very important for her, so to speak. So when she sings it, she really puts a lot of emotions there. Dark or dull? Not not necessarily. But I would say when she sings, the manner that she sings makes you feel like um, a having a dark or a dull moment or dull color or dark tone or dull something, a dull situation. Let's just put it that way. It doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. There's always something you can make good out of it, and and um, and yeah. Well, when she sings the song, that dull moment kind of like dissipates. Um, let's see some parts of the lyrics. I'm so this one is the one that actually caught me. Here's one line. Um, Listen to the waves of the ocean. Hear how they sing for you. It plays a lullaby. It reminds me of when I was a kid. There's this program. I'm not sure if it's Sesame Street or the local children's show that I also watch, Batibot, where there's a segment. A kid picks up this big shell and he puts it against his ear and he listens to the sound of the waves, the sound of the ocean, and stuff. Ever since when we go to the beach, I kind of am curious if you would really hear the sound of the ocean when you listen. Unfortunately, when we go to the beach, the shells I come across are no bigger than my fist. So hard to listen to check out if there's an actual sound. And most of the time, there are crabs inside, so they might bite my ear or something. Um, Another line that I kind of like here as well. Um, sink. Sorry. Um, Sink into the calmest of waters. Gaze at a different view. See how it's not so bad to rest under the moonlight. So this is the continuation of the first line I've mentioned. Um, yeah. So gaze at a different view. So when things up, the thing about looking at a different view, having a different perspective about a thing. I have an analogy about that when it comes to getting into arguments. When there are two parties, for example, they are complaining about a certain something. So let's just say a pen, or let's say pencil. So sometimes they do not come into terms because one side says something about the pencil. So they talk about the tip of the pencil. Let's say the one with the eraser part, the end with the eraser, and then the other side says, no, 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 I do not understand that. He talks about now. He talks about the other tip of the other side of the pen, the other tip of the pen, which is the one for writing, and that's the reason I think why parties do not understand each other, even when they are looking at the same thing. But when you allow yourself to view something from a different view, from a different angle, that allows us a moment or an opportunity to bridge the gap amongst each other. So let's say, just imagine this. I don't have a pencil. I do have a pencil. So let's say, I'm one party. So I only see the eraser part, and you are the ones, and you, the audience, you only see this part, the writing part of the pencil. So that's where the argument comes, because I don't see the others, your side, and you don't see my side. So we don't come into terms. But when we start to view from another angle, we slide a bit, tilt a bit. So that's where we start to see, oh, I'm now seeing or now I'm seeing the writing part. And then you start to see the eraser part. And then once, further discussions and, healthy conversation stuff. And that's where we have a better picture of the concern or the issue. And hence you come into agreement. And that's what I like about this line. It reminds me of those kinds of little stuff. Here's one more. Dive into this moment where it feels right. I know you've been holding your breath when the tides come to rise. So when there are those moments, moments are also, I would say, opportunities, or let's just say opportunities that may present a high reward, high risk scenario. So sometimes you go with your gut feel. Sometimes you trust the data, but most of us we trust our heart, right? Sometimes it's the gut feel, and at the end of the day, the ultimate measure there would be the regret of not taking the risk, or regret of thinking too hastily, I guess. Anyway, it's a very interesting song that you can start a good conversation with. For now, that will be my reaction. Let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments. If you haven't done it yet, these are the stuff you can do to show loving to our channel. Please do as many as you can. Don't forget to tell your family and friends about the Sarsicles TV. Sharing is caring, and most importantly, stay safe, everyone. I'll see you in the next video.